is SportsCenter.
Hello and welcome to today's SportsCenter on this Friday, October 12th. Today we are interviewing for you, live from our TVA studio, the 22 years old rising hockey star Charle Duchamp. The pride of Collège d'Anjou, who has just graduated from the McGill University, is the second of two boys in his family. His father, Jack, is a computer engineer, and his mother is an elementary school teacher. Together, they are Charles' main two supporters from the first hour. Outside of hockey, in school, Charles enjoys playing video games with his best friends Sam Ribeiro and Dave Spencer, who happen to be his wingman on the ice. In this interview, we asked Charles some questions about his exceptional talent in hockey. Hello, Charles. Can you please tell me when, where, and how did you discover about your talent?
At the age of 4, my parents discovered I was made for this sport when they bought me my first pair of skates to go skating on the outside skating rink at Parc Lycée Bruno. Since then, I have been playing hockey in arenas in the neighborhood. I played for the numerous years in our local minor hockey league since I was 5 years old. At 8 years old, I started to play in the elite team, and I have always been the score leader in each of my teams since then.
But who have you been developing your talent with?
I was lucky to be led by experienced coaches over the years. Benoit Robert was my favorite coach since he had the most influence in my developing my talent. I have practiced my sport to improve my game with my teammates, of which many, like Max and Dave, followed me in the various teams I was part of. I have played for the last couple of years with the Montreal Ducks since Pee Wee Bantam and finally Midget. My older brother, Mark, also gave me some precious advice.
Could you tell me where you are expressing your talent these days?
Our home ice is Arena Chaumont, but we travel across the province to meet the best players from every region.
How much time do you give to practice your sport and develop your talent?
The hockey camp starts in August and then goes the season to finish with the playoff until the end of March. We also participate to 3 tournaments throughout the season. Finally, I try to stay in good shape with some summer hockey session, but it's not quite as demanding.
Did your skills and passion help you lead your team to the conquest of a title?
With the Ducks, we won the Montreal Cup last year, which meant that we had to represent our region at the province level, but sadly we lost in the final. We also won a tournament in Drummondville and finished second in Mascouche.
Who is your idol?
My idol is a centerman from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews. So far, I have comparable statistics with Matthews when he had playing in minor hockey league, and I can only hope to follow his footsteps.
What is the necessary equipment to practice this sport?
The necessary protective gears and outfit to play hockey are hockey underwear, a drag strap, protective leg warmers, epaulets, elbows, hockey pants, glove, and probably the most important, the helmet. Depending on if it's a practice or a game, we will wear a practice shirt or a shirt with the team jersey. To play the game, we need a puck, 2 nets, and every player use his own stick.
For the people who don't know that sport too well, can you describe the game to us and give us a few examples of the rules in hockey?
First, the intent is to take possession of the puck, make pass to ultimately score goal in the opponent net. Now, Let me explain the following 3 rules about hockey. First, offside. The puck has to get into the offensive zone before any player from attacking team. If a player gets inside the zone before the puck, the referee whistle to call an offside, the game stop, and then another face-off take a place. Second, icing. When a team dumps the puck behind the opponent's defenseman before the crossing the middle ice red line, the referee whistle to call an icing. The game stop and then another face-off take place. Third, penalty. While a penalty is being served to punish a player who has committed an offense, discrete a power play for the opponent team who can play, for example, at 5 against 4 or even 3. Power play lasts for the duration of the penalty. In the case of minor penalties, the power play finishes when the other team scores or if the time of the penalty is exhausted.
What advice would you give to other hockey players?
The advice I could give to other players is to have fun and always stay positive because this is just a game. Set yourself with some goals and do what needed to accomplish them because a dream with no goal is just a dream.
How many goals did you score last season?
Last season I scored about 35 goals.
Can you tell us about an interesting fact about your talent?
When I scored my first goal, I missed my first shot, but it still eventually found its way into the goal while I was falling on my back. We call those garbage goals.
How would you imagine your future?
I just hope I can keep improving my skills, which, if I persist and do the right thing, could eventually lead me to the NHL.
Goodbye, Mr. Duchamp, and thank you for the time spent on responding to my questions.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Mr. Desjardins.
Thank you for listening to today's Sports Center, and don't miss out our coming interview with the new soccer sensation Luigi Biello. See you next week for the next Sports Center. We leave you on these images from Charles in this morning's training session. Thank you. Good night, folks.
You have to make the opponent think you will go in one direction, then push the puck in the opposite direction under his stick and rush over the put the puck in the net. You go around your opponent while protecting the puck from in and then again rush over the put the puck in the net. For a slap shot, you wind your hockey stick to shoulder height or higher. You then slap the ice the stronger you can and aim for the net.